I have known since I was 7, 8, 9 years old that I wanted to be a mom. And when I was diagnosed with cancer and found out that I might be left infertile, the fear of not being able to be a mom was far greater than the fear of dying from cancer.
For Alice Kershey, her dream of one day becoming a mom could have been shattered when in 2008, at the age of 31, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. The chemotherapy and radiation she needed to survive would affect her fertility. Facing a choice between getting treatment that would in all likelihood prevent her from becoming a mother, Alice maxed out her credit cards and spent $20,000 to freeze 15 embryos and 11 eggs to preserve her fertility. Alice had to use her credit cards because insurance doesn't cover the procedure, even though her situation was a result of her cancer diagnosis. To Assemblywoman Sharon Quirk-Silva, the choice between getting chemo or having a family is no choice at all.
As someone who has 4 of my own children, I can't imagine making that choice. And not only making a choice, but imagining somebody already in a scenario where they have cancer or some other life-threatening disease, and now they're looking at making a decision between getting their medication and taking that, and then how that might affect their future family.
Assemblywoman Quirk-Silva has introduced legislation to address the issue.
AB 912 would allow the patient that is in need of fertility preservation to actually get assisted with insurance costs.
Assembly Bill 912 would provide fertility preservation coverage in health insurance and health service plan policies for patients about to undergo life-saving treatment for cancer and other diseases, where treatment can compromise the patient's fertility. In the United States, there are approximately 140,000 people, age 45 and younger, diagnosed with cancer each year. For some, cancer treatment options are based on the risk of infertility rather than its effectiveness in curing the patient. Treatments that preserve fertility in both men and women can be performed before therapy starts and used after a patient is given a clean bill of health. However, while insurance may cover other effects of their illness, it does not cover fertility preservation.
There are even insurance companies that cover wigs for when your hair falls out. And some of those wigs can cost $3,000.
Alice Kershey is now cancer-free, and thanks to her frozen embryos and eggs, she is now pregnant.
I was so blessed because actually on my 5-year cancerversary of being diagnosed, I heard my baby's heartbeat for the second time, and I have never wept harder with just joy for the fact that this miracle is happening to me, and that a very dark memory was replaced by the happiest one that I could ever imagine.
That's a feeling Assemblywoman Quirk-Silva believes everyone facing cancer or other diseases should be able to have, regardless of their financial situation.
For those who choose to have a family, there is nothing like it. And when I measure success I have, whether I'm an assembly member or a teacher, it's really how I do as a mother that makes me really value what I do. And thinking about particularly women who may not have that option because a disease they may have incurred is just devastating.
This report was produced by the Speaker's Office of Member Services.